as quickly as I was planning on revising the novel that I was working on for the Write Every Day, I've now changed my mind. um, I'm in this sort of state right now where I'm trying to decide now how I want to approach my next project and what I want that next project to be. I was of the original mentality that I would do both the revisions to the novel that I had wrote for the Write Every Day and do revisions for that other novel that the publisher was interested in. And so I was going to do them both at the same time, but I'm looking at it now. It's becoming, I think, more apparent that I'm going to have to either do one completely at a time and then do the other completely at a time. And I'm not sure how I want to approach that. It would seem obvious that obviously you want to do the one that the publisher is interested in first and then do your other project afterwards. That makes the most logical sense. But for some reason, I'm still like in this indecisive mode right now, and I don't know why that is. Again, even saying it out loud right now, it seems very apparent to me. And I suppose it's because I'm still trying to, in my mind, like finagle a way that I can work on both projects at the same time. But right now, it seems more and more apparent that I'm going to have to basically pick one, start with one, do that completely, and go to the next one. So I think that's probably what is going to now happen. I'm going to keep trying to see if maybe there's a way I can kind of balance both. But yeah, for right now, yeah, that seems like what's going on. And I'm in this weird sort of position right now where I'm just like treading water, trying to figure this out before I come to like the inevitable conclusion that I probably logically already know, but just emotionally I haven't accepted yet. Which that's a whole separate thing. But for me, like there's often in hindsight, there's a very, very obvious way you should have done things. And even at the time, you kind of know it, but there's like always this emotional side of things that's like, well, no, you can kind of have your cake and eat it too. You can still find a way to do both. And then, but inevitably, you kind of know it's going to lead to more and more problems instead. So for right now, I guess for the next day or so, while I try to figure this out, I'm going to be just kind of tinkering here. But yeah, it's just one of just one of those things where you already have this plan of what you're going to do, and immediately you tend to revise, and it's really a fault of me doing this every day. Like if I had like a week basically where I wasn't doing any writing, where I just sat like in my office and just sort of thought and kind of I guess meditated on the next way I should do it, I'd probably have a clearer idea. But I'm always someone that likes to jump in and just take action, because for some reason in my mind, like taking action always trumps not doing anything at all, even if it doesn't produce any kind of viable outcome at all. There's actually, I think, a psychological term for that. I do believe like there's an actual condition where like you take action just for the sake of taking action, because not doing it like gives off the appearance that you're being lazy, or gives off the appearance that you're not trying. I don't remember what it's called, but yeah. So anyways, as you can kind of tell by the rambling here, I'm just sort of trying to figure this whole thing out. So tinkering away at the moment here, and then trying to decide on which path I want to go down next.